Have you ever met someone and you were blown away by how much you had in common right out of the gates, but then later on found out that you didn't actually have all that much in common after all? This could be a sign of something called mirroring. If this has ever happened to you, or you're just curious about this video is for you.
Give it up for the author of You're My Favorite,
Author Ginny Preem.
Let's give it up for
Ginny Preem, everybody. Hi, Ginny.
Hi, I'm Ginny Preem, and welcome back. I am a keynote speaker, a master certified professional life coach. I have a podcast called Drinking with Gin, and I also am an author, and I share all of the juicy details of my own experience of dealing with a narcissist, mirroring, gaslighting, the whole gamut in my #1 bestseller, You're My Favorite. You can get it on Amazon or order it directly from my website, which is linked in my bio. Now, that said, I'm really passionate because of my own experience and just studying these dangerous personalities. I want to raise a lot of awareness around this. So you are in the right place. And the reason why I want to talk about mirroring is because it's something that we don't hear as much about. Now, mirroring is a long-studied concept in the world of psychology, and this can be used by healthy, normal people. It could look a little something like matching mannerisms. Someone leans in to talk to you, so you lean in. Or maybe they talk in a more loud voice, so you talk in a louder voice, or the opposite. Maybe they speak in a more hushed tone, and then you speak in a more hushed tone. This is something that has been a strategy in healthy relationships. This tactic of mirroring can be used to create comfort or create more of a connection. But when mirroring is used by narcissists, it can be quite dangerous. And I know this firsthand. Mirroring with a narcissist typically happens in the love bombing phase. So kind of that right out of the gates moment when they are trying to woo you, they are trying to make you think that you have so much in common by using this manipulative and dangerous tactic of mirroring. Now, let me tell you a little bit about my own story. The fundamental reason why a narcissist uses mirroring is because, remember, they don't have a real, true identity of themselves. So they are working so hard to create a false image of who you are going to fall in love with or who you are going to have a connection with. They will pretend to like all of the same foods that you like. They will pretend to like all of the same music and songs, maybe do the same things, the same favorite restaurants, even if they've never been there. And then you might see them after the relationship go be with someone else and be with somebody that likes country music, that wears cowboy boots, and now all of a sudden they're a cowboy, even though they've never listened to country music a day in their life. So in my example, I don't like onions. So of course, my ex-partner didn't like onions. Sour Patch Kids are my favorite candy. And then he exclaimed, "Oh my gosh, Sour Patch Kids are my favorite candy too. We should totally get married." And that was before we even went on our first official date. It is not normal to have all of the same interests. It's just too extreme. And because they have no true sense of identity, this tactic is very manipulative. They are using it to create a false sense of intimacy. It is purely to flame and stroke their own egos to get you to be attracted to them, to create this ideal image of who they think you want to be with. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, or some other type of relationship, it's all designed to draw you in. None of it is authentic, and that's what makes it so dangerous. Imagine if we lived in a world where we all liked the same things, to do the same things, to eat the same things. That would be so boring. In healthy relationships, it is completely normal to have some shared values, dreams, and goals, but it's also healthy to have some interests in different activities and have different groups of friends and have some differences in some of the things that you like and don't like. This is a good time to just remind you that if you have been bamboozled and manipulated by a narcissist, gaslighting, love bombing, and mirroring, you're not stupid. There's a reason why psychologists and psychotherapists have been studying and writing about and sharing about these manipulative tactics for as long as they have. It's because they work, and we need to create more awareness around them so that we can arm ourselves with information and knowledge. Remember, mirroring is part of what we call creating the narcissistic mask. Narcissists can come off as really charming. And you know who else was charming? Ted Bundy. And this charm is intentionally used to impress, win over, and then ultimately manipulate their targets. Narcissists completely lack empathy, and they see nothing wrong with their manipulative behavior. There's nothing truly genuine about their displays of interest. It is completely self-serving. And here's why mirroring works. Imagine you finally meet that person that you have the same interests, you share the same dreams, you have the same values. You finally feel validated. You feel seen, understood. It's like you've met the one. You've met your match. And they will string you along as they can until you finally discover and figure out who it is that they really are, and the narcissistic mask falls off. So I want to leave you with 2 tips to help you really recognize and understand if you are being mirrored by a narcissist. The first one is seek support. Talk to a confidant, a friend, a loved one, a coach, a therapist. You can actually book coaching sessions with me if that's something that you'd like to do. And then the second thing is watch for inconsistencies. This is going to be the clearest sign for you to understand, are the things that they're saying aligning with the things that they're doing? Are you seeing a consistency in the things that they say that they like and the things that they don't? Or are you starting to see some inconsistencies? Because this could be a really clear indicator that this is mirroring. And if you are questioning it, trust your gut. It's usually right. I hope that you found this informational and helpful. And if so, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if there's another topic on narcissism or toxic personalities that you would like for me to cover, put it in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you again next time.